York International presents York World News, First Edition 2005, covering news around the world of York. Our special profile this edition is York Asia Pacific, featuring its operations, leadership, and some notable projects. This and other news from around the world of York.
Overall, throughout York International, we have a priority to behave and act as one company, and it's critical that we leverage the global scale of our operations.
First, some thoughts from Dave Myers in our corporate word as he reviews the strength of creating one York throughout the world, along with updates on our global initiatives and business performance.
There's a major initiative in Europe underway to make sure we achieve the goals of One York within that region. Historically, we've had a lot of independent acquisitions that have taken place there. We've also had separate refrigeration and air conditioning businesses. This year, we're taking that one step further with the goal of creating a pan-European business that allows us to leverage the total size of the European operations and deliver on our growth goals, particularly around the equipment markets and service opportunities that we see. Specifically, the goal will be to drive the benefits that York International can deliver across all of Europe. Today, we focus mainly in country-specific activities and have done that historically based on our core operations and how our customers behaved. As customers are moving more towards a regional perspective, we need to match that with the leverage of the capability that we have and begin to deliver services, contracting capabilities, and equipment across country borders to make sure we deliver success for our customers and do that in a cost-effective way for York. Kim Buchwald took responsibility for EMEA beginning of the year in 2005. I believe Kim's off to an excellent start. He's initiating the One York vision throughout Europe, and he's established an excellent management team who has embraced the concept and is driving improvement throughout the organization. I'd like to re-emphasize the commitment to doing the right thing. As you know, this is very critical for York, and it's very important to me. We've invested a lot in employee code of conduct activities, training, and making sure that we emphasize the need to do the right thing throughout all of our businesses. In 2004, infractions to the policies were brought to our attention by our employees. After investigation, appropriate actions were taken. We thank you for that vigilance, and we want to continue to emphasize the need to do the right thing and make sure that we have that as a fundamental principle in everything we do. In 2004, our performance and safety was excellent. We met our goals, we reduced accidents throughout the company, we were better than the industry, and we reduced lost work days by 16%. We will continue to establish goals that help us take a leadership position in our industry and in comparable companies, and make sure we emphasize the need to have strong safety requirements in all of our operations. In 2005, our biggest challenges continue to be the impact of commodities and pricing of our products and services. We will have an incremental impact of $100 million of commodity cost increases, and the challenge will be to get pricing in our marketplace. Throughout all of our businesses, we've been aggressively increasing pricing, and the targeted goals for price realization are off to a solid start. From a market perspective, 2005 is very different throughout the York International world. In the North American markets for unitary products and Bristol compressors, we do see strong levels of market conditions coming off of 2 record years. The industry's off to a good start, and we expect that to continue throughout the year. For EMEA, we have 2 very distinct areas. In Europe, it will be quite a challenge in 2005. The macroeconomic conditions are deteriorating, and some of our largest markets are showing for contracting and equipment. It'll be very important for us to emphasize pricing and making sure we control cost effectively. On the flip side, the Middle East operations are continuing to grow rapidly. The market is very strong, there's a lot of construction within the region, and we will get a very large share of that business. So we expect an outstanding year from our Middle East activities. The Americas has a variety of different businesses. We will have a strong year in refrigeration, North America. The Latin American markets seem very markets for the commercial sector. The one remaining challenge continues to be large tonnage chillers, which is relatively Specifically in China, we expect continued strength in the infrastructure growth in that marketplace. The remainder of President of Asia Pacific. Wilson has had an outstanding track record of performance within York. He's a longtime York employee, and he was fundamental to our growth and leadership position in the Chinese market. We also have an excellent management team in Asia, as demonstrated by the success we've had over the past several years in growing the business and growing it profitably. York achieved compliance with SOX 404 for 2004. It's an outstanding accomplishment for our organization, and it manifested itself in a strong commitment by everyone across the board to ensure that we achieve this success. For 2005 and beyond, we do need to meet the quarterly commitments to comply with SOX, and we need to make sure we commit the resources necessary to sustain this performance. It also has to become a way of life. It's not just once and done and it goes away. We need to do this on a steady basis, monthly, quarterly, and annually, to ensure we maintain certification. I want to re-emphasize the amount of effort that took place to achieve SOX compliance, particularly within the businesses, the SOX team, and everyone that was directly involved on a day-to-day basis. Thank you very much for those efforts, and it's very important to York, and it has a profound impact on how we're viewed by outside people. Thanks again for that hard work.
As co-workers, it is natural for us to learn a lot about each other, not only professionally, but personally.
Personal privacy is a very serious matter. We need to protect each Personal privacy is a very serious matter. We need to protect each York employee's privacy. We also need to be aware of our co-workers' privacy and respect that.
As colleagues and friends, we often share personal information with one another. It is a natural part of our working together every day. It is never appropriate, however, to share this personal information about our colleague with another person. It is very important that every employee's privacy be respected and protected. This includes information related to one's health, family life, benefits and compensation, or job status.
When an employee's personal matters impact our daily business operations, related information to operate on a daily basis.
Some examples of private information that should never be shared are information about an associate's health, including the medical reason an associate is not at work, the reason an associate requires alternate work arrangements, an associate's past or current salary, information about an associate's family situation. As a fellow employee, it is your responsibility to enforce this standard and communicate it to others.
In addition to the products that York builds and the services that York offers, we need to maintain a safe and fair work environment for all York employees. We need to do the right thing and protect our employees' privacy.
York Refrigeration North America recently introduced its new product, the Frick Viper, a revolutionary variable speed drive solution for bottling applications.
It definitely has made my job easier. Efficiency-wise, we can see the difference as far as pressures are concerned. It's steady, it's more consistent.
The idea with the Viper Drive product is to put a very fast variable frequency drive on the screw compressor.
The compressor itself follows the load, whether they go on break or the line breaks down.
We're now able to go from full load to 0% load in about 8 seconds. Here's a machine that loves variable load, so it can load and unload all day long.
The Frick Viper is the benchmark within the industry, setting it apart from the competition with its liquid-cooled operation, smaller The next time you drink a bottle of water, chances are it may have been bottled in a plant chilled by a Frick Viper system.
I'm very proud to announce that we have installed a Frick Viper Drive with Nestle Waters North America.
Nestle Waters North America is the largest bottled water company in the United States, with national brands such as Arrowhead, Ice Mountain, Deer Park, and Poland Springs, and international brands Aqua Panna, San Pellegrino,
Leader in the food business as well as in the bottled water business. Having our name and our products associated with Nestle ensures that we're doing the right thing.
The Frick Viper is York Refrigeration North America's solution for the bottling industry. York is in the driver's seat at the first Formula One racetrack in the Middle East, the Bahrain International Circuit. One of the most advanced and prestigious projects ever undertaken by York distributor El Moyed Air Conditioning, the $150 million facility includes a grandstand seating over 50,000 spectators and a number of hospitality and administrative buildings. The entire area is equipped with a heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system using a wide range of York products that cool the intense summer heat of the desert, which is more than 50 degrees centigrade, 122 degrees Fahrenheit, one of the most challenging environments in the world.
De La Rosa has just set fast lap of the race, a 131.447.
Formula One racing is categorized as one of the largest sporting events in the world. The Bahrain International Circuit is yet another landmark project on York's growing list of prestigious global sites.
York should be facing the customer, with one York.
Our special profile for this edition, York Asia Pacific. It is the most populated region in the world, steeped with ancient traditions. Its cultures are diverse, its foundations embedded with history, while the emerging markets are dynamically progressive. Its economic growth, the fastest in the world. York Asia Pacific encompasses this massive geographic area, with its corporate headquarters in Hong Kong, sales and service operations strategically located throughout the region, supported by 3 major state-of-the-art manufacturing facilities in Wuxi, China, Guangzhou, China, and Pattaya, Thailand. Producing a full range of residential, commercial, and refrigeration products, from 1-horsepower mini-split units all the way to 2,000-ton centrifugal chillers. York has had a strong presence throughout Asia-Pacific since the 1920s. Today, the business of York Asia Pacific is substantial and growing, with rapid expansion in the last 10 years.
In that 10 years, I think we really work very, very hard.
Since 1993, York's business in China
work very, very hard.
Since 1993, York's business in China alone has grown from just $8 million to more than $400 million in 2004. And in all of the Asia-Pacific region, York's revenue has grown to $600 million.
You can see that tremendous growth, within that short period of time.
And in terms of market development and growth, the potential is enormous.
Asia Pacific is a very important growth engine for York.
Clearly, one of the selling points right now that we have, that we are positioning ourselves in front of customers, is being a global capable supplier right now of services and equipment.
The leadership of York Asia Pacific is clearly focused on the opportunities for growth, despite the challenges of uniting diverse cultures across the region.
It is important that we aim to have a one York.
We are doing a lot towards that direction.
I think the York culture is very important. It is the culture that makes us so successful.
In Asia Pacific, we focus a lot on values, behavior, leadership qualities, and that has given us a common identity and which allow us to work together across cultures.
And that's why the York culture is so important. We're not talking about, a culture of a particular country. Now we're building a common culture, which is a York culture.
The voice of one York is so important, not only to us, but also to the proposition that we're selling to our customer.
Has been remarkable.
Last year we grew more than 25%.
We have a best reputation in terms of quality and the capability of York employees. And that's the key factor.
And our customer will like us.
York's success in China, the fastest growing economy in the world.
For York's success in the market.
We develop a strong teamwork.
They talk about the culture, the value to the customers.
They like to learn.
They are passionate about the business.
We develop every single individuals to make them develop.
Passionate about the business.
We develop every single individuals to make them develop.
Passionate about the business.
We develop every single individuals to make them develop.
Passionate about the business.
We develop every single individuals to make them develop fully in their job.
All of them show that they're real proud to work for York.
Award is equivalent to the Baldrige Award in the US. It is prestigious, and York is the only air conditioning company in the final list.
The first York Asia Pacific Research and Development Center in Wuxi, China, is actively developing innovative technologies for key market segments. The multi-million-dollar investment encompasses state-of-the-art test facilities, supported by leading-edge design, engineering tools, and information systems. The design and testing of new products are aided by the studies and applications of the refrigeration cycle, new refrigerants, heat mass transfer, and vibration, reliability, electronics, and controls. The test facility includes a chiller test stand and an environmental and semi-anechoic chamber, the most advanced in China. York Asia Pacific's R&D Center also plays a key role in supply chain management, as it is evolving in China, ensuring that only components of the highest quality standards are sourced and delivered to all York factories worldwide. Throughout the years, the combination of the local engineering talent and York's global capabilities, experience, and expertise has been applied to some of the largest and most prestigious applications in China and the Asia-Pacific region. One of the most significant examples is the Guangzhou University Megacenter, a world-class ecological campus which is home to 10 universities, 57 research institutes, and is designed for a community up to 400,000 people. Located on 43 square kilometers outside the urban area of Guangzhou, it is itself a mid-sized city.
This is the second largest single cooling system project in the world and the largest in China. That is really unprecedented in China. It is a great challenge both for the client and York.
The district cooling system in place is the largest contract of its type awarded to York. 410,000 kilowatts, generating a cooling capacity of 116,000 refrigerant tons, cover an area of 3.5 million square meters of indoor space. Using state-of-the-art isothermal technology, the system stores cooling capacity during the night for use in daytime peak hours. This helps reduce installed capacity approximately by 40%.
The progress on the technology is really trying to make it more energy efficient, less impact on the environment. That's one of the things York has been doing in so many years.
I am sure York will be able to win more projects of this kind in the future, because China's energy is becoming more and more of a problem, and more clients in China will choose this method to meet their need in providing cooling on a large scale.
Just as energy conservation has become a growing concern, so has the issue of how our indoor environment affects our health.
In Asia Pacific, we've been putting a lot of effort in indoor air quality.
In fact, according to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, the threat from indoor air pollutants is up to 100 times greater than outdoor pollution.
My current project is working on the titanium dioxide called the TiO2. We could be able to remove all the bacteria, germs, mold, and so on.
York's application of this extraordinary technology has resulted in the most effective indoor air purification solution in the world.
We are the first company that is really applied this technology to a central system.
York is health and comfort. We deliver healthy and comfortable lifestyle to our end users. This is what we are doing.
Well, we also apply this technology to mini split as well as to some other unitary products as well. That means we also have a complete range of products to the unitary product market.
We send our promoters down to the retail outlets to sell our York's air conditioners. And in 2004, we see a tremendous growth on the retail sales. It's so successful.
There's no limitation to any market. So that means we can apply this technology to any air conditioning system.
And there's only one company in the world that can provide you such a comfort and health value proposition. It's York.
Hong Kong, a dazzling skyline, is the world's busiest deep-water port. 14 million people live and work in this gateway to Asia, providing a dynamic base of operations for York Asia Pacific. Hong Kong is well known as a local, regional, and global business hub. In fact, many of Hong Kong's most impressive sites are those belonging to York's customers. Cyberport, Hong Kong's IT flagship, has been internationally recognized for its state-of-the-art infrastructure, architecture, interior design, and environment awareness, winning the Intelligent Building of the Year award for 2004. York was chosen to supply the equipment, installation expertise, and service for this extraordinary award-winning complex. The role model for future communities, it has an interactive environment comprised of 4 office buildings, a 5-star hotel, an entertainment complex, a deluxe residential development, and is home to 100 IT companies and its 10,000 IT professionals. The environmental solutions for this award-winning complex are 100% provided by York Equipment and Service. Kruger Engineering is one of the largest electrical and mechanical contracting organizations in the region and the largest York dealer in Hong Kong.
For the past 20 years, we have been partner of York because York is just not a supplier, it is actually an expert in air conditioning and refrigeration.
York and Kruger have worked together on landmark projects such as hospitals, hotels, and other major commercial and industrial complexes. The recently completed headquarters for Hong Kong EMSD is one such landmark project. The government-operated EMSD Electrical Mechanical Services Department provides the public works systems that keep all of Hong Kong up and running, promoting energy-efficient and environmentally clean services. York provided Kruger a total solution, from the application design and installation to the energy management of the system.
It's really giving us all the details, what we need to know, and it really helps us. York is our partner and will always be.
Located 80 miles from mainland China, Taiwan is a leading economic and trading center with a population of 22.5 million. Mixed with this ancient culture, the capital city of Taipei is the center of commerce, government, and modern culture, and the headquarters for York Taiwan operations.
York's equipment has been in the Taiwan market for more than 30 years. York's products have been remarkably received by our commercial and industrial clients.
York Taiwan continues to grow its market share with a strong team of professionals dedicated to the needs of a demanding customer base.
York's customers have very high demands in their requirements for equipment specifications and service of the equipment. It is only York Taiwan that can meet these needs.
The Sin Yi district is Taipei's fastest growing commercial and residential area, the Manhattan of Taipei. It is also the area in which one of York Taiwan's premier landmark customers is located, Taipei 101 Financial Center, the largest engineering project in the history of the Taiwan construction business, and today's tallest building in the world.
It's very important for York Taiwan, but it is also very important for York International.
This extraordinary 1,666-foot, 508-meter-tall structure sets new standards for high-rise buildings, employing the most advanced technology in the world. This challenging project called for the expertise of the most elite consultants in the world.
With my experience of the past few decades in Taiwan, I found that York is trustworthy and its equipment worthy of choosing.
York was chosen to create a world-class environment of comfort.
At the very beginning, we work with York ESG team, and we have York service team to support us.
Sales service.
Taipei 101's nearly 360,000 square meters of floor space provides a spectacular shopping, dining, and working environment, all conditioned and serviced by York.
After 1 year of operation, I have found that I made a right decision.
York Taiwan serves an impressive list of prestigious customers.
In order to further develop our business, we must keep selling high-quality equipment and provide high-quality service continuously. I believe this will be the direction in the future.
This year, we're focusing on Southeast Asia.
As the One York culture grows throughout York Asia Pacific, so do the opportunities within the emerging markets.
The economy is getting back, so this is the right time for us to get right back into those markets and get our market share.
My name is Mogens Petersen. I'm Service Manager of York Thailand, and I'd like to welcome all of you to Thailand.
Thailand's economy has one of the highest growth rates in the world, providing York Thailand an excellent opportunity for market expansion.
HVAC and refrigeration is now working together here in Thailand.
We have, through an integration in particular of our air conditioning and refrigeration business, have seen new opportunities coming up through leveraging a much bigger sales organization as well as a service network.
It's two completely different businesses. We've integrated that pretty well, I would say. More and more service, better service, stronger service will for sure branch market. We heard a lot from sales that when we're doing a good job, they have a much easier life by selling new equipment. Our business performance is at record levels.
And the proof is in York's performance with its customers. Thais talk to each other through TOT, Telephone Organization of Thailand.
For service, repairs, and breakdowns, we rely on York Thailand as our advisor. If we have problems with equipment, York gives us very good service.
As the telecommunications giant of Thailand, TOT has been doing business with York Thailand for almost 2 decades.
We have been doing business together so long, we have a very good relationship, and we are in contact at all times.
Keeping up with the growing demands for cellular service in Thailand, TOT recently expanded its facilities and called exclusively for York Thailand as its provider for HVAC equipment and service solutions.
York was chosen for this project because the customer was confident in the quality of our product and the excellent service of York.
What do TOT and York Thailand have in common? State-of-the-art technology and first-rate service. Thai Industrial Gases Air Chemicals, a subsidiary of the BOC Group, one of the largest industrial gas companies in the world, has successfully operated in the Asia region for more than 40 years. As the leading industrial gases producer in Thailand, TIGAC has depended upon York Thailand to keep its liquid CO2 plants operational.
If we cannot supply to the customer, we will lose the business. That's why we select York.
To keep pace with the rapidly developing Thai economy and the rising demand for liquid CO2, TIGAC called upon York Thailand's expertise in process refrigeration systems.
We decided to build the second plant, and we contact York again to do business together.
We actually manufactured the packages, all the pressure vessels, the pipework, everything, project managed it. I think that was the first time we'd ever done that outside of building in the US and Europe a PRS package of this size.
York Thailand is providing solutions to help ensure continued success in TIGAC's growing business.
It's worked well, and I think today we have an extremely good operation.
Singapore. In the 40 years since it became an independent country, it has reshaped itself into one of Asia's premier cities, with a high standard of living, low crime, and high expectations for continued growth.
We have been aggressively beefing up our team in Singapore, now selling, we call it the facility solutions to customers.
We are the only company that are able to provide a solution for air conditioning and both refrigeration as well.
Celebrating its 35th year of operations in Singapore, ST Microelectronics is one of the world's largest manufacturers of semiconductors. York Singapore offers HVAC and refrigeration solutions critical to their operations. 9 2,000-ton customized York chillers condition the 180,000 square meter facility, while York's service team is on standby 24 hours a day for fast and reliable response to ensure continuous production operation.
They have a 24-hour maintenance team providing timely response, and we are very glad that York is able to meet all of our calls, whether it's in the daytime or in the nighttime. So York has been a reliable partner to ST.
Reliability, dependability, and service will sustain York Singapore's partnership with ST Microelectronics.
Our interest is really to solve the problem, instead of just getting the business.
And as a result of York Singapore's customer focus, York is providing solutions to many of the country's landmark businesses.
To me, it's really the effort that our people have put into making it possible to build a very strong team in South Asia Pacific.
Ultimately, it's people to deliver the results. We think differently, but we share, the same goal. I think that's what I feel proud of working here.
So once you have a group of people sharing the same
would we be able to position the brand? Would we be able to have a York culture that spans across the organization?
We look at ourselves as one family.
One world, one culture, one York.
Asia Pacific!